Hello, Math learners! Welcome again sa ating YouTube channel, Learn Math PH. This is the part 5 or continuation ng 2006 Grade 3 MTOP Reviewer Elimination Routes. Nagtapos tayo na nakaraan sa problem number 20, so dito na tayo sa problem number 21. Corey bought 4 and 2/5 meters of blue cloth and 5.5 meters of red cloth. How many meters of cloth did Corey buy? So sa ating solution, makikita natin, simply add 4 and 2/5 plus 5.5. So paano mag-add ng mixed numbers? So meron siyang whole number and meron siyang fraction, yun yung mixed number. So i-isolate muna natin yung mga whole numbers from fraction and proceed to addition. Pero mamaya, ipagsasamahin ulit natin sila, okay? So dun muna tayo sa whole number, 4 plus 5 equals 9. So nakita nyo yung whole number dun sa 4 and 2/5, yung 4 yung whole number. Tapos dun sa plus 5.5, yung 5 yung whole number. So inad lang natin. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Tapos, dun tayo sa fraction, 2/5 plus 1/2. Para ma-add yung dissimilar fractions, kailangan meron silang common denominator para ma-add natin sila. So, naisip natin 10. So, meron tayong technique dyan. 10 divided by 5 times 2. So, yung 10 na denominator, i-divide natin sa denominator ng 5. Tapos, i-multiply natin sa numerator. Ganun yung pattern. So, yung 2/5 naging 4 over 10. Yung 1/2 naging 5 over 10. So, 4 plus 5 over 10 equals 9 over 10. So, pagsamahin lang natin, the answer is 9 and 9 over 10 meters. Okay, so malinaw ba? In-isolate lang muna natin. Pinaghiwalay muna natin yung pansamantala, yung whole number sa fractions. At yun yung in-add. Again, hindi siya ma-add kung hindi siya common denominator. Dapat common yung pareho yung denominator dun sa fraction para ma-add sila. So final answer, 9 and 9 over 10 meters. Don't forget the units, guys, yung meters. So kung walang meters, baka mali yung sagot natin. Kaya dapat complete answer with units. Okay? Dito tayo sa problem number 22. Lito started doing his project at 8:15 p.m. and finished at 10 p.m. How many minutes did he take to do his project? So sa ating solution, guys, take note, 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So kukunin muna natin ngayon, yung sabi kasi sa problem, 8:15 p.m. tapos natapos siya ng 10 p.m. So kukunin muna natin ngayon yung 1 hour. 8:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. is equivalent to 1 hour, tapos yung 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes. So meron na tayong 1 hour. So kukunin na lang natin 9:15 p.m. to 10 p.m. Ilan na lang yung minutes na natira doon? Alam natin na iyon ay 45 minutes. Kasi 9:15 plus 45 equals 10 p.m. Kasi wala namang 9:60, 10 p.m. na siya. Okay? So i-add natin 60 plus 45 minutes is equivalent to 105 minutes. Again guys, ang ginawa natin, alam natin kasi yung equivalent ng 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So, kinonvert muna natin yung 8:15 to 9:15 p.m. Alam natin isang oras yun. At ang isang oras equivalent to 60 minutes. Tapos meron pang natira na 45, so in-add natin 105 minutes. So, the final answer is 105 minutes. Again, inuulit ko lagi, don't forget the units, guys. Okay? Problem number 23. Gary had some money. On his graduation day, father gave him 75 pesos and mother gave him 55 pesos. He then had 322 pesos. How much money had he at first? So, solution, working backwards tayo. Ibig sabihin, pabaliktad. So, meron tayo dyang nakalagay sa baba. Let X be the original amount of money Gary had. So, alam ko grade 3 pa lang kayo, no? Pero, mas maganda kung maaga ninyong matutuhan yung algebraic expression or algebraic equation. Okay, so dito tayo. Let X be the original amount of money Gary had. X plus 75 plus 55 equals 322. Bakit ganyan? Kasi yung X, yung original amount of money na meron si Gary, tapos dinagdagan ng 75 pesos galing sa tatay niya, at yung nanay niya nagbigay naman ng 55 pesos. Kaya nagkaroon siya ng 322 pesos. Kaya ganyan yung X plus 75 plus 55 equals 322. Okay? Tapos, ang gagawin natin, ililipat lang natin yung 75 and 55 dun sa other side of the equation. So kapag plus 75, pag nilipat sa kabila, magiging minus 75. Tapos yung plus 55, pag nilipat sa kabila, magiging minus 55. So makikita nyo sa baba, x equals 322 minus 75 minus 55. Next, simplify. X equals, so i-simplify natin yung right side of the equation. 322 minus 75 minus 55 equals 192. Therefore, Gary had 192 pesos at first. Pwede nyo namang i-checking guys, pero optional lang yun. So, the final answer is 192 pesos. Again, ulitin ko ulit, don't forget the peso sign. So, malinaw ba? Again, gumawa tayo ng mathematical equation kasi alam natin na si Gary, nakatanggap siya kay tatay niya ng 75 pesos, kay mama niya 55 pesos, at yung in the end, nakaroon siya ng 322 pesos. Kaya gumawa tayo ng mathematical equation and sinimplify natin, nakuha natin x equals 192. So Gary had 192 pesos at first, or simply 192 pesos. Okay ba? Dito na tayo sa problem number 24. What is n in 23, 24, 26, 29, 33, blank, and so on. So, guys, sa ating solution, identify the pattern of the sequence. Ano ba yung pattern? Kasi sa grade 10, matututuhan nyo yung arithmetic sequence, geometric sequence. Pero itong nasa problem, hindi siya arithmetic kasi wala siyang common difference. Kaya ang kukunin lang natin, hahanapin natin yung pattern. Ano ba yung pattern ng sequence? So 23 plus 1 equals 24. 24 plus 2 equals 26. 26 plus 3 equals 29. 29 plus 4 equals 33. Anong susunod? Napansin nyo yung increment ng ating pattern? Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. So anong susunod? Edi plus 5, plus 6. So did you notice the pattern? Kita nyo dyan. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. So hindi 38 yung sagot ha. Kasi yung tanong, what is n? So yung n yung tinatanong. Hindi 38 yung sagot. Okay? Again, 23 plus 1 equals 24. 24 plus 2 equals 26. 26 plus 3 equals 29. 29 plus 4 equals 33. 33 plus 5 equals 38. Hindi pa yun yung final answer. Yung final answer is 38 plus 6 equals 44. So yung final answer natin is 44. N equals 44. Yun yung ating final answer. Okay, may nalito ba? Ulit. Identify the pattern of the sequence. Hindi naman siya arithmetic, kaya wala siyang common difference. Kaya pattern yung hinahanap natin. Nakita natin yung pattern, nag-i-increment siya ng plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. Kaya, inad lang natin. And then, hindi yung 38 yung final answer kasi ang tanong is yung n yung hinahanap. Kaya 38 plus 6 equals 44. Yun yung ating final answer. Next problem please, last but not the least. Problem number 25. What are the prime numbers between 50 and 60? So take note guys, prime numbers are numbers that has only two factors. That is, 1 and the number itself. Ibig sabihin guys, yung mga even numbers, hindi sila prime number. At yung may divisible by 3, 5, 4, 6, 8, and so on, hindi siya prime numbers. Kasi yung prime numbers guys, ang factors lang niya ay yung number mismo at yung times 1. Yun lang. Yun lang yung factors nila. So the rest, composite numbers na yung tawag doon. Yung marami siyang factors. So, nilista natin sa baba yung sinabi between 50 and 60. So, ibig sabihin ng between, hindi kasama yung 50 hindi rin kasama yung 60. Between, nasa pagitan ng 50 and 60. So, nilista natin yung mga numbers between 50 and 60. Clue number 1, remove numbers divisible by 2. Bakit? Kasi even numbers, sinabi natin kanina, hindi sila prime numbers kasi nga, bukod sa the number itself times 1, meron pa silang 2 times any number. Kaya composite na sila, yung even numbers. Kaya i-remove natin yung lahat ng divisible by 2. So, ika-cancel natin ng 52, 54, 56, 58 kasi composite na yan. Ang hinahanap natin, what are the prime numbers? Okay? Clue number 2, remove numbers divisible by 3. So guys, meron tayong technique dyan paano malaman kung ang number by na ito ay divisible by 3, 2, 4, so on. Meron tayong video, I will give the link on the description box below na lang. Pero patapusin muna itong video na to. Okay, balik tayo. Clue number 2, remove numbers divisible by 3. So, ika-cancel out natin ang 51 and 57. Na-cancel out na natin yung 54 kasi kanina divisible by 2 rin yun eh. Okay? Next clue is clue number 3. remove numbers divisible by 5. Isa lang naman yung kakancel natin dyan, yung 55. Okay? So, napansin nyo na may natira tayo, 53 and 59. 53 hindi siya divisible by 2, hindi rin siya divisible by 3, hindi rin siya divisible by 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and so on. At 59, ganun din. Ang factors lang nila ay yung number itself times 1. Okay? So, ganun lang guys, no? Eliminate lang natin isa-isa lahat ng mga divisible by 2, 3, 5. So, hindi na natin sinama yung 4, 6 kasi na-cancel na out na agad dun sa divisible by 2, 3. Okay? Hindi na natin kinuha yung divisible by 4 kasi lahat ng divisible by 4, divisible na rin siya by 2. Okay ba? Again, nilista muna natin yung numbers between 50 and 60. And then, nagkaroon tayo ng mga clues dahil alam natin yung mga divisibility rules. Na-cancel out natin lahat ng yun kasi composite number sila. Ang natira lang is 53 and 59. So, yun yung ating final answer. The prime numbers between 50 and 60 are 53 and 59. Or simply, 53 and 59. Okay, so maraming salamat sa panonood ng video na ito. Kung nakatulong sa'yo, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Learn Math PH. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because in our channel, you will find and learn a simple and clear explanation to math lessons and ideas. Pakiabangan mo ang Part 6 and 7 ng 2006 Grade 3 Top Reviewer Elimination Routes. Huwag mong kalilimutan ang ating outro message. Every problem, there is and there's always has a solution. So love lots, keep smiling, and keep learning. Bye!